may ask you what you want and largely ignore you, but maybe do something that's a close approximation of something that's sort of distant from what you asked for in the first place. I still have not learned to play this ukulele, but I am getting there. It's sort of melancholy, which is what my Fringe experience is like at the moment, and I don't know what to say about that, but it is what it is, and everybody is very, very miserable at the moment. I'm very tired. I've spent the day sleeping mainly because I am so tired. And it is melancholy. I feel like I should do some interpretive dance in this space. Dancing and singing, but mainly dancing. There's been a lack of drama and spectacle in the last few streams that I've done. So, is anybody there? Nobody's there. Is anybody there? Maybe I'll just do a seance. I've been staying with spooky people that do the Edinburgh Horror Festival, so I'm all... They're mainly, it's sort of theatrical spookiness. There's not actually any genuine spook. There's no genuine spookiness in the world. Do ghosts exist? Who knows? I will contact them. So yes, I don't know who's going to be there. I don't know. I didn't even know that I was going to do this stream because I didn't think I had any internet, but I managed to get it. Wow! It's a magical miracle. And the place where I'm staying, there's football down the road, so there might be football noises of people going hooray hooray, people singing God Save the Queen earlier, and then they laughed because obviously it's a bit late for that. But I digress. This is my show. Is anybody there? Is anybody there? I don't think you are. Are you there? Say yes. Knock once for yes. Hello, hello, Michael Broussard, the lovely Michael Broussard, who's been doing wonderful digital free shows all the month. And obviously, when I say free, you get donations at the end. It was very helpful if people give tons of donations, and some people have, but it's fine. It is what it is. It's here for the taking. It's here for the miracle of life. Hello, thank you too, Michael. Thank you for having a wonderful a spirit of life and doing your show and everything and this and what. The first thing I think of is, well, yes, well, what is it you want? Well, I can't provide that for you, Whiskey Monk, but, you know, I can be here for a couple of minutes and just sort of interpretive dance. Sort of. This is something that I have not done this particular month. In previous years, when I've done this, there's been quite a lot of dancing, but I've mainly stuck in one place and used my guitar at the beginning, and then when the guitar ran out, so it's mostly been singing extravaganzas rather than just talking. And I can just do an interpretive, dramatic thing. So maybe that's what I'll do. I mean, it's very much guided by what people did. Yes, you don't. Well, the interpretive dance is always good. You can't really see me do the whole thing because it's very much limited by space. This is a Fringe venue. It is now. It's somebody's flat in the middle of Leith. Well, actually, sort of going towards Musselburgh or Portobello. I'm not sure where it is, actually. I don't know where I am anymore. Where am I? What year is it? Who put the big Statue of Liberty thing, to quote a cliche? Yeah! So, this is my show, and it will go in ways unimaginable to human thought and sight and deeds and words and everything. You'll be, what was that? What is it you want? What was that? Is probably nearer to the truth. What was that? But it's mainly hand dancing. It's not really voguing, but it is hand dancing. I actually trained in the art of terpsichore. Hard to believe. I actually did. I did a musical theatre course where I danced. I wasn't very good at it, but at college I tried to take dance. I did a drama course, and I went to a couple of dance classes. I really wanted to do the dance. and I came with dancing, sort of like 1980s style, the leotards and the leggings, and I came in, and one of the people that was there, that was also studying dance, that was a proper dancer as far as he was concerned, laughed at me. He was like, ha 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 ha, and I never went back, and I regret it to this day, because imagine if I'd had the proper training. How amazing would it have been? Probably not very, but yes. So, what is it you want? Do you want a dance about how Edinburgh has been? Do you want me to sing how it has been seen? And do you want anything else? I don't know. It's all very vague, and it very much depends on what you want. But if nobody wants anything, I just sort of go off in a world of my own, something. And nobody knows where that will lead or where it will end. It might never end. I might just be... it will end, because I've only got this imminent internet for about half an hour before the person that owns the internet, if you can own the internet, you can if it's on a hotspot, the person that owns the internet is going somewhere else instead. Hello, Ollie. The brilliant chaos that I'm creating. Well, that's nice, because that's all you ever get. I'm not sure about the brilliant, but the chaos is very much implicit. I am so exhausted. I don't know about everybody else, but I am just like soaked. I realised that I hadn't had enough water to drink today, so I bought a giant bottle of water. But the trouble was, I already had quite a lot of things to carry around, and I didn't really drink the water. I was just carrying it around. So it was one more thing to carry around in the stress that is Edinburgh. I've seen some shows. I've seen some shows that will change your life. I can't tell you about them because they will change your life too if you saw them. And I don't think you can cope with that knowledge. Knowledge. I was trying to think of another word for knowledge. The mysteries. The mysteries of life. Oh, sweet mysteries. Let's see whether I've learned to play the ukulele in the last 5 minutes. It's highly unlikely, but oh, Edinburgh is very, very stressful. Oh, I have been up and down some hills. Quite a lot of hills. There are a lot of hills. And I'm feeling ill. And so is a lot of other people. So I can't see my friends because they are all ills from the hills. I don't think they're ills. I don't think the ills made them hills. But they are ill. And they cannot do their shows. It is very sad. You're going to put me on the big T? Big TV while you do your burpees, and I will join in with you and musically accompany you with your burpees. What sort of burpees? Are they the things where you sort of jump up and down and then go out of shot? So that was a really good burpee that you couldn't see. Do your burpees with me. That's more of a sort of... How do you do a burpee? Sort of like, my mum's got this thing where a technique, if you will, where you press an acupuncture point there and then you do a burp, not a burpee, which is very, very good burpee, that, yes. So I could do anything out of shot and you wouldn't know what it was. It would be amazing, stupendous, a magical experience for all the family. Oh, you would be remembering it for years. You would be going, what was that? I cannot explain it. It's inexplicable. And yet, it changed my life. It changed my life. Changed my life. Marshall, yeah, burpees. Yes, I already feel like throwing up, to be quite honest. Let's be honest, I have today done that. I'm just like, I'm like, what am I ill with? I don't know. It's a headache mainly. I'm just like, the stress of life. The stress. But yes, burpees. Martial arts. I can't do martial arts. But I can learn and maybe form a new martial arts. The martial arts of life. What martial arts? Yes, let's create a martial art. The arts of the martial. The fighting forces. That's a very important part of this martial art, which we shall call Elise. Because the burpees were mentioned and I am Elise. And we are here to lug the ladder. It's a wooden ladder. Look how amazing and shiny it is. I've never seen such a shiny ladder in my life. It is a very, very important ladder. I've done a burpee. Yes, a black belt in standing still is a very important skill to have. A skill for life. Oh, that's another one of the special moves. That's cat sick. That's what that's called, cat sick, because the cat pounces and you feel sick. And then you have to do something to get through it. So the next move, that is the next move. It is cut across the third eye. Cut across your head. Get rid of your head and then you will get rid of the headache, because you will not have a head. You will not have a headache. You might have other problems, but you will not have a headache. Or maybe that's all you have, because I have heard that after everything ends, you're still feeling it all, and you're feeling it in two different places. Then might not be the best solution, so I do not recommend that. But theoretically, you can contact the spirit world with it, with your third eye, which is, of course, your pineal gland. There, which is part of my brain that never seems to wake up properly. I'm like, I'm awake, but this part of my head is like, no, I'm staying asleep for a little while. I'm not coming up with visions. It's just like, I did this thing once. It was supposed to be reincarnation, and you just have to go like that. Somebody goes like that on you, and you lie back, and somebody else sort of massages your feet. You're lying on the floor, and you're like, and then they tell you to sort of float and look down and describe what you can see. Float above the roofs and float above the city and see and look, and then you go whoosh off into space. Whoa, and you just fly around for a bit. And then at a certain point, I think there's probably some other stuff. Oh yeah, you sort of have to imagine your head stretching and your feet stretching and stuff. It's the sort of stretchy, exercisey thing in your head. Hello, Michael. Black belt in such. Yeah, anyway, in your head, and then you float, and you float, and you float, and you float. You're like, whoa, you're actually lying on the floor, you're not actually floating, but you're whoa, and the person asking is like, what do you see, and whenever you feel like it, you land, so you're like, whoa, I'm going to land. You don't open your eyes, but you open your third eye, and then you just poof, and you're like, whoa, look down, and describe your feet, and describe what you see, and you're another person, you're in another lifetime, far back in the past. Whoa, and it's spooky. You go, whoa, I am imagining, I'm in this thing, I'm in somebody else's body, but you're not, you're just lying on the floor with your little pineal gland going boop, 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 and your feet going, whoa, I'm so relaxed. So I don't know what it is, but it's quite fun. And you can do it too. But be careful, because there's probably something dangerous about it. But I mean, it's probably not. I'm on form. What does that mean? I'm not on form. I'm on everything. I'm on, blah. So, this is my space. My space to do what I want. Again, a wall. This is a very important wall for my whole shtick. So it's not a whole wall, it's just a half a wall. See, it looks like it goes all the way across, but it's an illusion. There's space behind. Oh, so I'll make my arm disappear. And then it comes back. Magic. It's an illusion. That's a whole split screen. No, I haven't disappeared. See, I don't disappear, but my arm does. What? It's a magical illusion. It's the best thing I've ever seen. 5 stars in The Guardian. 8 stars in The Scotsman. They only go as far as 5, I think. I don't think anybody has 6 stars. Imagine having 6 stars. The most I've ever got is 3 with somebody else's show where they said that I was annoying but everyone else was good. Then I got 2 which said that I was charming. Very little else. And then I got a series of 1s. So, as everyone says, just collect them. That's 5 stars. That's 6 stars. I got 6 stars. That's all I'll ever get. I don't know why. I'm not to everybody's taste, see. Not 5-star. Although I was talking to somebody that said they got 2 1-stars and 5-star in the same day. And and it was, they didn't understand them, you see. Too good for this world. Nobody except the critics don't understand. I used to be a critic. Orion's belt will always leave 5. Yes, it will. 3 stars in the middle. 3 stars there. And 1 up there. I'm Orion. Oh, this is my belt. Ooh, this is me going, oh. He's sort of doing a sort of jive. Yeah, it's supposed to be like, I'm going to shoot an arrow in the sky. But it's more like, look over there. That's Orion for you. Oh, I know all about stars. Orion and the Big Dipper and some others. Cancer the Crab and some the Plough, which is the same as the Big Dipper, isn't it? Anyway, some stuff. Lots and lots of constellations. Yeah, it's constellation yoga. La 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 la. That's, see, if we were in another dimension, it would be over there, but it's not. Over there. Sirius, the dog star. Why are you pointing at the dog star? I just am. Because it's a dog. It's my dog, and I'm for some reason pointing at it. What are you going to do about it? Anyway, it's quite easy. It's a little, So yes, it's the easiest one to trace in the sky, but there are others. There's the great elephant. There's the bear. Ursa Major. There is the bear. I was like, am I right about that? Ursa Major, there's not an elephant. But there could be an elephant, because all you have to do is go look in the sky and join them up. Join the dots. That's what it is. A giant, join the dots picture in the sky. You go, ooh, la, 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 la. I have made a pancake. It's quite easy to make a pancake in the sky. You just join any dots. It's not a symmetrical pancake. It's not a completely circular pancake. You can make a dog. The Sirius. He's just a dot. He's a little tiny dot of a dog. That's more than one. And there is the spectacles, which are in the eastern part of the sky, very near, just very near Betelgeuse. Very near Betelgeuse, which I've heard is on the verge of expecting, it might have already gone. It's not there anymore, which is a shame, because they were going to make a sequel. But well, the original's disappeared. It's just far back in the distance. You're like, whoa, look, I can still see Betelgeuse. There's Michael Keaton. What are you talking about? It's still there. It's like, yes, but it's not really there anymore. That's just a reflection of the far distant past. It's not there anymore. It's gone. Maybe that's what we are. We are a reflection of something that's gone. Here, this is me being a reflection. Far, 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 far away reflection. Look, there's a shadow. A shadow of me. Isn't me. That's what we can see in the sky. The sky is not real. It is very, very possible and probable that all the stars we see in the sky they've been gone for billions of years. None of them are there. We just think they're there because even though the speed of light is very quick, not quick enough, we're still looking at it going, oh, look at that thing there. It's not there. It's not there. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. It's all an illusion. And of course, very famously, we all came from a tiny thing, yes, it is, we're looking at the past. They're not entirely sure that there was a big bang now. It's probable, but not absolutely certain. Nothing's absolutely certain. But at a certain point, every single atom and molecule and thing and electron and everything was in a tiny space, very much like our pineal gland there. Tiny space in the universe. And then it went and it exploded everywhere. So we're all the same person. We're all made of stars. We're all floating around in the same. Oh, look, there's so much space. Oh, can you feel my mind? La 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 la. Oh, that's not the song. Da 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 da. Anyway, and then, poof, all in different places. But we're all the same thing. We're all made of the same thing, which makes all this dissent and ridiculous nastiness to other people ridiculous. You're being ridiculous to yourself. We're all the same thing. We're all a tiny little... There's a lot of space in space. That's what most of space is made of, is space. That's why it's called space. Because there's a lot of space. Like this space. Space. This is space. Imagine. Look, I'm a black hole. Ooh, I'm a black hole and I'm sucking everything in. It's gone. But is it? It can come back out again. Stars everywhere. See, you're learning something. This is educational talk, a very, very educational talk, and that's what you want from the Fringe. You don't want entertainment, you want education. Whoa, educational talks, that's what it's at. That's what I think we should do next year. No comedy, no cabaret, we'll just have educational talks, that's what we should do. Yes, it is worthy of Neil deGrasse Tyson, deGrasse Junior High Tyson. Yes, Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's a very wise man. He's very wise, and he's taken the baton of Carl Sagan. The universe. I can't remember what Carl Sagan's special. He had a little saying. I can't remember what it was. But imagine, I'm Carl Sagan. I can't remember how Carl Sagan. I'm Carl Sagan. I am very masterful about the universe and life. Imagine the stars in the sky, up in the sky. Look at look. Stars, we're all made of stars. I can't remember anything about Carl Sagan except that he's not Neil deGrasse Tyson. And Neil deGrasse Tyson isn't Carl Sagan. But they both know similar things and do similar things. Very much like Brian Cox. Not the actor, Brian Cox. The astrophysicist, Brian Cox. He's not what? He's not what? Brian Cox is not Brian Cox. You're right. If that's what you're saying, he's not too. Brian Cox is here. And Brian Cox, Manhunter, Succession, other things that Brian Cox has done. A British actor, Scottish, I think. Scottish actor pretending to be American quite a lot of the time. Yes, exactly. And then we've got, hello, I'm Brian Cox. I know everything there is to know. I don't know where Brian Cox is from. I'm going to say wherever this accent is from. I'm Brian Cox. I used to be in a band and now I talk about the stars. The stars, imagine the stars in the sky. The stars in the sky are all one day gonna be coming. I don't know what that was. Gonna be coming towards us. Towards us and turn into a weird cartoon cat. Anyway, so yes, there are a lot of important people. I saw a talk yesterday by some woman that does YouTube videos about rocks. She doesn't have a PhD, but she does know about rocks. I think she's got a degree in rocks, but not a doctorate in rocks. So she knows some things about rocks and not everything about rocks. So people are asking questions going, what about this about rocks? And she's like, I don't know. I only know a bit about rocks. But she was very informative and very entertaining. I think she might have spelled a few things wrong on a PowerPoint, but that's fine. She was enthusiastic. It was very good. And she talked all about the geological rockiness of Scotland, of which there's a lot of geological rockiness of Scotland, and Scotland and England came and thwacked into each other. She did not tell me about Wales, but I know about Wales. She didn't mention Wales. She didn't say, oh, Wales is bad. The coalfields of Wales were on a completely different little plane. They were like, woo, 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 we are here. So the coalfields of Wales apparently are the same as the coalfields in Pennsylvania. And that's where a lot of Welsh people went, is Pennsylvania. Imagine. They were like, millions of years ago, the rocks that we worked were far away, and they've separated like the stars, like everything. We must go there. So a lot of people went there and did what they'd learned to do, digging up the rocks, digging up the very special rocks that were made of little plants, the carboniferous plants. The coal is a rock. It's quite a recent rock, not a very old rock. It's a rock, but it's not a rock. It's a special thing that's not quite the same as everything else because it's made of things like oil is made of little animals and coal is made of little plants. If you mix oil and coal together, you make planty animals. Diamonds, yes, diamonds. Diamonds are very, very old animals. They're not very old animals. Diamonds are formed in the universe. Diamonds are formed from planets. That's weird. Yeah, that is weird because carbon in coal comes from little plants, and carbon in diamonds is not the same. It is the same. Everyone goes, oh, if you squidge it hard enough for millions of billions of years, then the plants turn the coal turns into diamonds. But in fact, diamonds are made in stars. So which makes you think, oh no, there must have been actual little plants in the stars way back billions of years ago. What if that was why diamonds were formed? It's because all the trees that were in the sun got squished because of the Big Bang. Tragedy. Maybe that is what happened. I'm not sure because I don't know, I have a PhD in rock science. Geology it's called, rock science. Earth science if you want, rock science. Geology! But I like geology, I like rocks. Rocks are good, rocks are lovely. Rocks are all around us. Look around you. There's no rocks in this room, there's wood. That may one day turn into some coal. That because it's so squished, there's probably going to be about that much coal. But maybe not even that much. Just layers of it. Yes, all of this stuff is going to disappear. We're all going to disappear. And we won't be here anymore. But maybe there'll be another Big Bang. And so all the little atoms of us that make us now will make something else. But it's all right. You can't really recreate consciousness. But yeah, there's nothing, energy doesn't go anywhere. You can't do anything. Energy's still there. Ooh. Don't actually use it up. You just recycle it. So, I mean, I've got some theories that everything's going to get really cold. This is the universe. Everything's going to get really cold and there's going to be the heat death of the universe. But then, maybe what will happen is there'll be a little spark that reignites it and it'll go whoosh. And then it'll go whoosh. And we'll all come back to life. We won't know it then because we'll all be in different places. So all the bits of you, which are, in any case, apart from, I think, your teeth, are reconstructed every 7 years. So you're not the same person anyway, are you? It's very educational, isn't it? I'm a very educational person. It's very educational, interpretive dance. La, 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 la. That's what I'm saying. Future. The future is talking about very important subjects. Learning. We're all learning. Learning not to watch this sort of nonsense again because you've learned your lesson now, haven't you? Not again, never again. Well, I'm doing one more of these before I do them every Sunday anyway, but who knows where it will lead. It has, like, if you go look back, they're mainly stupid songs, and I can't play the guitar, and I definitely can't play the ukulele, but I do the stupid songs anyway. And now I'm definitely not a PD James, PhD person. I do not have a PhD, but I could if I wanted, maybe, because I am the little bits of other people, because we all are. So whatever they can do, you can do too. Whatever I can do, you can do too, because we're all the same person. You might not want to do it, but you could if you want, and that's the important thing. And I've kicked over my bottle on that bombshell, I think. Silly nonsense. Thank you, Michael. And I am going to have a lie down now because my internet's going to be stopped in a minute because the person that owns the internet actually owns the internet. Is going somewhere else to do some special work because it's all go here. Okay. Drink the water I should have drunk all through the day, and I'll see you soon. Have a lovely evening, and bye-bye, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, see you soon.